So it's Jam Pro, Jani-King, Coverall, Anago, 360 Clean, you name it, Vanguard, all of them. Are they scams? Are commercial cleaning franchises a scam? Let's talk about it.
Headed to the top, there ain't none of y'all stopping me. Used to say I never get a ring, Charles Barkley. Now I got a wife, got kids, own property. Bubble-eyed beans that look like that be watching me. Okay, I lied about the beans, but that was hard though. I'm still in that black act, but she starred though. Cause that's all it takes. I'm flashing for. I'm on my grind, not no more fashion show.
What's up, y'all? It's AJ Simmons, founder of the Clean Biz Network here. Today I want to talk about, are cleaning franchises a scam? I know a lot of y'all might have been researching, trying to figure out before you buy into a franchise. So I figured, who better than to answer this question for you than me, since I've owned 2 cleaning franchises in the past. Been a franchise owner of the year, honorable mention with Jam Pro. I was an operations manager with Jam Pro as well, so I even worked for them on the employee side. And I got over I think about a combined of 6.5 years experience with cleaning franchises. So been around the block about a lot when it comes to cleaning franchises. And I can answer your question right now if this is what you want to know. Are they a scam? No, they're not a scam. But there are some things that you should definitely consider before you buy into one. Now, the reason why I said they're not a scam is because to me, and you can look up Webster's dictionary of the word scam if you want to, but this is what I think a scam is, right? So a scam is basically something that is misleading. They're trying to tell you that you're buying into one thing, but really they're sneaking to get over on you in some type of way. And that's pretty much a scam. It's like something that's hidden from you, right? To get over on you. In this situation, that's not the case because they give you a franchise disclosure document, which they legally have to give you 2 weeks before you even buy into a cleaning franchise anyway. So to me, they're not a scam for that reason because they tell you all of the fees and everything up front. But are they a ripoff? That's another question. That's a whole different question right there, because here's the thing. A lot of times franchises, most of them, not every single one of them, but most of them, they just simply cost too much, man. Like the amount of fees that they charge you. The fact that they charge, actually, let's break it down. I ain't even gonna talk in general. I'm gonna break it down a little bit for you. So first off, number one, typically a franchise is gonna charge you on average about 25 to 30% of all of your gross revenue, right? Well, why is that a problem, AJ? Because, okay, I could spend 25%, I'm still left with 75%. That's what you think, right? But when you actually break it down, that 25% is the money that you were supposed to make. And let me tell you how, because see, when you run a company, especially a service business, 50% of everything you gross is supposed to go to employee overhead. And that's usually about a minimum. It could go up to 60% depending on how much you pay your people, payroll taxes, all of that, right? But 50% of that is going to go to your employee overhead. All right. So now you're left with 50% for you, right? Well, 25 of that other 50% goes to the business. The business has to survive. It has to have working capital, all of that. Then that other 25 left over is for you. Well, if the franchise is taking 25%, that only leaves you with 25% to put in your business. And that's, again, I'm being modest with it. You probably won't even have that left over. And so the money that you were supposed to pay yourself was actually going to end up going to that franchise. And guess what else? When I talked about the 25% that's left over, that's only considering the 25% combined royalty fee, management fee, insurance, and any type of like miscellaneous fees that a franchise might take out. Each one is different. But for the most part, it's usually going to be insurance, management, royalty fee, right? So guess what else they charge you for? The cost of the contracts, right? So a lot of times they'll sell you, because we're going to talk about that in a minute. They sell you these cleaning contracts, right? And they charge you 3 or 4 times the monthly gross for the contract. Well, here's the problem. If they want to give you a $1,000 per month contract and they charge you $4,000 to get the contract, do you have $4,000 just to give away right now? Probably not, right? And they say, okay, that's fine. We figured you didn't, but guess what we can do? We can finance that for you. So now they finance the $4,000 for you at a 10% interest rate. You paying that off over a 12-month span. And guess what? That just aids into your little 25% profit that you had left over. So you really don't even get the 25% to split between you and the business still. So there's a lot of things with the franchises I just don't simply recommend. Another problem with the franchises, which I was just about to talk about, which is them supposedly selling you contracts. Well, in reality, they're not actually selling you a contract, because the truth of the matter is they still own the contract even after you pay it off. So say you gave them the $4,000 to buy that $1,000 a month contract up front. Guess whose name is still on that contract with the customer? It's the franchises, right? It's their contract regardless. So how are they really selling it to you? You know what I mean? So you never really own it. So at any given moment, even though you paid them $4,000 for that contract, if they don't like the job that you're doing in that contract, they can literally pull you out of that contract, sell it to another franchise owner for another $4,000, and you're out of $4,000, right? So that don't sound like a great deal to me. That's just one of the many reasons why I say I don't really know about no franchise, right? Again, it's not a scam, because it is a legitimate business. You're gonna, you know what I mean, you're gonna have a business, but it's just extremely expensive. And another problem I have with franchises is this also. Remember when I told you that they charge you for the contracts, the cleaning contracts, right? Well, that's how they make the bulk of their money. They charge you as a unit franchise owner, right? Now they also take a percentage from the customer, right? So let's just say they bill the customer. Remember I told you you had a $1,000 a month customer, right? Well, they take that 25% out from you, from the customer. So when the customer pays that $1,000 a month, they get 25%, right? But think about this. What are they making more money off of? The $4,000 that they charge you for that $1,000 a month, or the little 25% that they getting off the contract, the customer? They making more off of you, right? So that's another conflict that I have with them, is the fact that you and the master franchises, y'all don't have the same common goal. Their main customer and their main money maker is you, while yours is the actual customer. So y'all already at conflict as it is. So it just doesn't make sense to me to get a cleaning franchise. And that's why I went out of my way to create a company called Clean Biz Network, where we help you create independent cleaning companies, right? Because after all of my experience with franchises and being successful in one, semi-successful, right? Because I was grossing a lot and won't taking home a lot because the fees were killing me, right? So after going through all of that and being middleman and having somebody, you know what I mean, taking a piece of my money while I'm out there cleaning all of the buildings, right? While I'm out here trying to hire these employees and dealing with all the attitudes and all of that from the customers, right? They over there eating off of my cake. So now I was like, you know what? Why don't I help more people to learn how to go independent so they can get the whole cake and not just a little pieces of the cake, right? Because it frustrated me to have to deal with that. So that's just my advice on cleaning franchises. I don't recommend them unless, now it is some rare exceptions why I say go ahead and get a franchise, and here's one. Maybe you're an inmate, you just came home, you're not very computer savvy, and you don't care to learn to be computer savvy. You just want to clean buildings. You don't want to build a business. You don't want to create jobs and hire people, and you just want to clean. You just want to hustle, but you don't want to have a job. Okay, go ahead and get you a cleaning franchise, right? Maybe that ain't right for you. All right, maybe it ain't right for you to just be a business owner yet, right? The other time I can see getting a cleaning franchise would really be never. Other than that's really the only other time I can see it is, you know what I mean? It's just simply, if you are not capable of transforming into a boss, of actually speaking in complete sentences and being professional, wanting to be a business person. Like if you don't want to be a business person, you don't want to sell, you don't want to hire employees and all of that, then go ahead and get a cleaning franchise and just be basically go buy a job, because that's what you're buying when you buy a cleaning franchise, right? But for most of us, your best route is going to be going independent. And again, I know a lot of y'all like, well, if I go independent, how am I going to know how to bid on the customers? How am I going to find commercial buildings to clean? How, you know what I mean? How do I hire employees? How do I know what to do? And I'm telling you now, cleanbiznetwork.com, I created that for you. All right. Or just subscribe to my YouTube channel, right? Because that's free, 100% free. Now on cleanbiznetwork.com, we do have some paid products, so you can check those out. We got cleaning business starter kits. We have a lead generation service, all these things here to help you start and grow your cleaning company, right? But maybe you ain't got the budget yet, or maybe you just looking and trying to see, well, how can I just get some information about it? I'm here. It's called the AJ Simmons YouTube channel, right? So check us out. You know what I mean? I also created a mobile app, calculatedclean.net. So that's more of an entry-level product that I created. It's free to download on your phone. You can check it out. We got some paid plans up there too. But that calculator will show you exactly how to bid. You just plug in the square footage of any building, and it'll tell you what to charge for that building. All right. So it's resources out here for you to win. You know what I mean? And once I got my experience with the cleaning franchise and saw that it just wasn't right for us. And I also noticed this thing too, and I didn't want to speak about this early on, I guess mainly because I didn't feel like I didn't want to make it a political thing. But I gotta say this. Another reason why I didn't like cleaning franchises was the fact that you look at who are the unit franchise owners. And when I say unit franchise owners, I'm talking about the small guys that buy into the cleaning franchise. It's minorities. It's black people. It's Hispanic people. You know what I mean? It's all of these different minorities. And then look at who's the master franchise owners. It's not minorities. You know what I mean? And I didn't like that. It's like, okay, why are we getting exploited? It's about time that I do something to help us, right? We need something to help us. And again, I help anybody, you know what I mean, that want to get started with a cleaning company. But I didn't like the fact that I see all of these minority unit franchise owners working for a non-minority master franchise owner, right? And so it's like, maybe it's time for us to get on the other side of the equation and start owning the whole piece of the pie, not just pieces of it. So if you're interested in learning more about this, make sure you go to www.cleanbiznetwork.com and also download the Calculated Clean mobile app. And I'll be happy to help you there, man. I'm AJ Simmons, founder of the Clean Biz Network. Talk to y'all later. Thank you.
Thank you for watching my video, and make sure you hit that like button if you liked the video, because I know you did, and also hit subscribe, and right beside that subscribe button is going to be a notification bell. You gotta click that, because guess what? You never know when I'm gonna go live. As a matter of fact, I might go live right now, so make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss my videos, all right? And if you want to start or grow your business, check out cleanbiznetwork.com, all right? We have cleaning business starter kits. We have a lead generation service to help you grow your cleaning business, all type of stuff. And also don't forget to download the Calculated Clean mobile app as well, all right? So that's what I got for y'all until you click another video and go watch, man. Watch another video, why not? Binge on it, let's go.